into the airplane and puts it through a satellite architecture to a ground station where they can disseminate the information to the appropriate commanders. Another unique thing you're never going to see at another air show is the gear up pass.
Different examples of that as well, don't
right, there are different noses that we put on the airplane, which is one of the things that adds to the collection.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. Is it still the Dodge Charger that's used as the chase car?
The interceptor package that we use with the police in the United States.
Yeah.
That's right, Dodge Charger.
Yeah. So just explain what's going on here in the display.
So today, what we just saw was just a normal takeoff being brought around to the gear up pass, which, as I said before, is something you're not going to see in any other air show. We typically leave the gear down. After the gear up pass, we're going to a high keys. It's going to be a no-flap, simulated flame-out approach. So what's happening now is the pilot is simulating that the engine has failed and a loss of hydraulics, which aids in drag of the airplane.
Now, while the aircraft is in mission fit for this demonstration, I'm expecting that the pilot is not in mission fit himself in terms of what he's wearing in the cockpit.
But because the pilot isn't going to be going above Armstrong's line today, he will not be in, as we call it, a space suit, but he will be in just a classic flight suit. He's going to look like every other pilot, unfortunately for him.
And which is why it would be able to glide from that current position all the way back to the runway. This absolutely incredible design, conceived, as I say, in the 1950s by Clarence Kelly Johnson, the legendary boss of the Skunk Works Advanced Development Project team at Lockheed. And of course, it was necessary to achieve optimum performance for the sort of long-endurance, high-altitude reconnaissance missions that this aircraft, right from the outset,
Chase car, as he makes his low approach. As the pilot's approaching the runway, the car will be driving onto the runway unless they're doing a static call, and they'll be talking the pilot down. Now, what they're doing there is they're telling the pilot how far above the runway they are, typically from 10 feet down to the runway. And you count down in 2, 10, 8, 6, and so on. The rate at which the mobile officer is making those calls tells the pilot a lot as to how he needs to react. And it's more than just a radar altimeter. You can tell the pilot more left rudder, left rudder. And there we can see the car entering the runway.
The Lockheed U-2 of the 99th Expeditionary Reconnaissance Squadron, U.S. Air Force. And I think we all agree, long may these aircraft stay here, Popeye. Long may the Dragon Lady reign. An aircraft that has outlived so many of Kelly Johnson's other creations for the Lockheed Skunk Works. And justifiably so, such is the capability it continues to provide. As the aircraft rolls past here, what's the tail arc we can see on it? The tail arc you're seeing is the 99th Expeditionary Reconnaissance Squadron's Friday patch. Ah, it's a dragon with a top hat sipping a cup of tea. Very nice indeed. And people can get up close to one in the more standard fit in the static park. That's right, the clean airplane is that we usually use for pattern operations is over in static, and you can absolutely go take a look at that. And again, where else would you